This thief is creeping on this porch, but is caught trying to steal a package from the homeowner's wife. It looks like he stole a package and then tried to get into the backyard. He may be trying to break into the house.
Excuse me. What are you doing? Where? Go in my house? That's the house I work? Need the back? Thank you.
The homeowner's wife caught him in the act, which scared him, and he put the package back on the porch. The first shots of the doorbell camera were taken in broad daylight. A man in his 20s is seen selling candy door to door. The homeowner with the camera opened the door for the man. Shortly after, 3 more men showed up. They were armed and used the open door by robbing the woman in her own home. The whole action was a setup involving the man who sold the candy. From the beginning, the intent was to gain the homeowner's trust to get her to open her front door so they could rob her at gunpoint. The men robbed some of her belongings and then made off. A few minutes before this recording, the doorbell camera of a nearby house recorded the same man again, apparently trying to sell candy. Although it sounded suspicious, the homeowner did not open the door. Immediately after this encounter, the man is shown going to the house across the street to make another attempt. This homeowner did not open the door either. The men involved were never caught by the police. This happened in Phoenix, Arizona. It's the middle of the night, and this was captured on one homeowner's doorbell camera. A man armed with a sword, a hammer, and an axe enters the porch and steals several items from the house. At one point, a car drives by, but the man ignores it completely. After a while, he walks away with his bag full of stolen items, the sword still under his arm. This video shows how desperate a thief can be when he wants to steal from you. This thief in Phoenix, Arizona, is breaking into someone's yard. He had some kind of handsaw, a portable saw that he probably stole from someone else, and he used it to cut the chain through the fence. It looks like it worked, and he was able to get into the house and steal a lot of valuable things. How unfortunate that you buy some locks and chains and think you're safe with them, and then some thief comes along with a handsaw and cuts the chain, and that's it. That's disturbing. It seems like no matter what you do, you buy security cameras. Whether you buy chains or not, there's always going to be a brazen thief who wants to come and steal. And that's just sad. You have to do what's best for your family and your property. This was the most intense moment in the life of this dog. The owner of the house saw the bear coming and opened the door for his dog. Fortunately, the animal made it in time and the homeowner closed the door. Luckily, the bear missed the dog. A quick move by the homeowner. I bet the dog was terrified. Imagine a creature 10 times your size trying to eat you. On February 2, 2022, a contractor was working on a row house in Houston. At approximately 6:00 p.m., the contractor stated that an unknown male, who was armed and wearing a mask, suddenly appeared with him in the row house. The unknown man forced the contractor into a bathroom, where he tied his hands and feet. He then ran around the house for over an hour, all the while listening to the police radio to make sure the police were not on their way. And that's exactly what was captured on those recordings. After taking several items belonging to the homeowners, who were out of town at the time, the man found the contractor's keys and drove off in his truck, which now contained everything he had stolen. The man was never found by the police, but the stolen truck was found 2 days later unoccupied in the parking lot of a nearby restaurant. But I never got the impression that anything else was found. In this footage, an unknown man can be seen walking toward the front door of this house. He immediately leans against the door and tries to open it. He doesn't even knock, but the doorbell camera warns the homeowner that movement is detected, so he gets up anyway to see who it's. Before asking questions, the homeowner opens the door to see what the man wants. Then, without hesitation, the man enters the house. For the homeowner, of course. This is a warning signal. And shortly after, he tells the man to leave. But the man doesn't listen and forces the homeowner to force him out of the house.
Hello. Hi. Who are you? Good. You need to leave. All right. Out there. What? What's the Come on, where are you going? What's the stairs? Goodbye, Q.
When the doors are closed, the man violently hits the glass of the door. Unfortunately, the homeowner was still able to close the door and lock it. The man then continues to stand by the door trying to push the door handle before the video ends. What this man was trying to do is unknown. A porch pirate steals some packages from in front of this house, gets into her big truck, and drives across the homeowner's yard to escape. The homeowners, not afraid to reclaim their packages, confronted the brazen porch pirate in Avon. They eventually gave chase, and she was arrested. Check this out.
Oh, you're in my yard? Oh, followers.
They chased the black pickup truck out of the housing development and gave police the license plate number, a vehicle description, and a photo of the suspect. A short time later, police arrested 41-year-old Melissa Solomon of Brownsburg, and those homeowners now have a special message for other porch pirates on their front door. A woman is followed in her apartment building by a man claiming to be an Uber food delivery man.
Please. Hi. I'm here. I'm going to pick it up.
Huh? It is, but that's a whole nother shit that I, like, now, like, come on. These Sundays ain't paying bills. These Sundays go, they ain't paying bills.
Thank you.
Here's what the original poster said. A mailman claiming to be an Uber Eats delivery man entered the building with a female tenant and trespassed into her apartment. The tenant fought off the perpetrator, and he fled the building. Fortunately, no one was injured in the incident. This is a scary thing. People need to be careful when entering their apartments to make sure no one is close on their heels. This footage was taken on the night of March 7, 2019. A man can be seen stepping onto the porch of a house and emptying the yellow gas can right in front of the door. The man then attempts to light the gasoline with a small lighter. After failing to light the gasoline, the man gives up and simply walks away. As it turns out, he had mistakenly used diesel fuel and not regular gasoline. And while gasoline is extremely flammable, diesel fuel is far less so. Had the man used gasoline, he undoubtedly would have set the house and himself on fire. Inside the house at the time were a mother and her 2 children. When the mother saw the footage, she called the police, who later identified and arrested the man at his home across the street. The woman claimed she did not know the man and did not know why he would want to harm her and her family. When asked why he did not, the man claimed he saw a ghost and tried to get rid of it, indicating he was probably under the influence of something. He was later charged with attempted murder and arson. This doorbell recording was taken in the early morning hours of July 26, 2019. The house that was right next to the woman with the camera was completely set on fire, even though it is not visible in the footage. And because the houses were so close together, there was a risk that the house with the camera would also catch fire. In the video, some of the other neighbors can be seen desperately trying to warn the homeowners about the threat.
Yeah, if their house is on fire.
I know, I'm knocking on the door.
Oh.
Answering.
The house next door to you is on fire. Your house is almost on fire.
Fortunately, the loud banging was enough to alert the homeowners to the situation. From there, they got all the children out of the house as quickly as possible. They were then taken to one of the neighboring houses across the street, which was far enough away from the fire. Apart from some damage to the trees and part of the garage, the house with the doorbell camera eventually remained unscathed. In this video, a fire flares up in the backyard. The neighbor learned about it through his Ring app and rushed outside to warn the neighbor. He grabbed his garden hose and began to bring the fire under control. The house's pipes were stuck, so he fixed them.
Hey, you ready to go with him? Yeah. Yeah, he got it. What was it? I don't know.
Fortunately, the fire was brought under control. Meanwhile, the homeowner came outside and saw the fire in his front yard. He thanked his neighbor for doing so. He is blessed to have such a neighbor. An Amazon delivery man delivers a package, but he plans to keep the box for himself. He steals the box and walks right past his neighbor. He scans the package so you think it was delivered. Then when you get outside, you assume it was a Porch Pirate, but it was the Amazon delivery driver all along. These shady Amazon employees need to be put out of business. While at work, a man in Florida received a message on his phone that someone had rung his doorbell. When he checked the live feed, he saw the following. A man in a hat, sunglasses, and a bandana is standing at the front door, and disturbingly, he's holding a handgun in full view of the camera. The doorbell's audio system prompted the man to leave a message for the homeowner, which he did. Claims he lost his dog and wants to look in the Horner's backyard for him.
We can't answer the door right now, but if you'd like to leave a message, you can do it now.
Hey, just wondering if you guys saw a lost puppy. He's a pit bull, blue nose. I believe he came in your yard, but I don't want to look without your permission.
you at the wrong house, dog.
Alright.
After the homeowner came on the speaker and confronted the man, he quickly laughed with no questions asked. As it turned out, this wasn't the only home where he did so. Police noted that they had received several calls with the same description of the man and the same story. The man was probably trying to get the homeowners to open their doors and then threaten them with his gun, and from there who knows what. In this particular case, he was probably unaware that the doorbell camera could see his firearm from where he was standing, which explains why he was carrying it openly at his side. Police were unable to identify the man because he had his face covered with everything. Therefore, he has yet to be apprehended. This man tries to open the door, then he tries to steal the mail and wants to say he is in the wrong house. Look at this.
Why are you in my mailbox?
Oh, I'm sorry, I got the wrong address.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Sorry about that.
What do you need?
Oh, no, I apologize. My fault.
Fortunately, the homeowner confronts him, and he is sorry for what he did. Is he really sorry, or is he sorry he got caught?